ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Today we'll begin the 23rd chapter, Festival at Surendra's house. Sunday, June 15th, 1884. Sri Ramakrishna arrived in the morning at the garden house of Surendra, one of his beloved householder disciples, in the village of Kankurgachi, near Calcutta. Surendra had invited him and a large number of the devotees to a religious festival. Surendra is a beloved disciple of Master. The term M uses here, beloved, means something beyond our understanding. An avatar incarnation to love someone intimately as his own, like mother and child. How does a mother love? With what fondness? With what sacrifice? With what expectations does a mother love that child? It wants to become, that child must become. Shine in this world and live a happy life. The avatars expect he must be enlightened soul, like Buddha, like all Rishi Munis who realized God. And that is the greatest expectations, and that ownership, he belongs to me. Because of he has dropped the worldly tendencies in him, though he is a householder, attending to all the duties of life with great love and interest, but without attachments. As an offering to God, you have kept me here in this world with all these duties as an householder. I am doing all my duties to the utmost satisfaction of you and Mother Nature. That kind of dedication, that kind of awareness, that kind of wisdom, that kind of understanding the purpose of human life is something else than taking a body, enjoying sense pleasure for some time, yielding to diseases and old age, and dying away, like all other animals. But there is a higher purpose. This beautiful understanding, I have to transcend the inner nature, anger, lust, greed, hatred, all these things what are inside, I have to transcend and go beyond. This one constant prayer within. This makes a great difference in the human life. A beautiful understanding, ever opening up, like plant growing. Each two leaves come and little more up. With everything we see, it is expanding, 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 and climbing. That the small difference in small understanding you see. This is human life. This world is there, I am there, let me enjoy, is one understanding. There is the understanding, oh, I have come to a foreign land. What is the purpose for which the nature has brought me here into this world? and given this physical body, that beautiful understanding. From within, I am divine. From the divine within, the answer comes to a seeker. When the inquiry comes, why, where, how, and the answer also comes. From where the question arose, from there the answer comes. Look, so many animals are within you. So many demons are within you. Try to cross over. Get rid of all of them. Be pure, innocent, like a newborn child. Unstained in this world. You come unstained, you have to go. You came as a human being, go as a God on this earth. That is the main thing. Now Surendra is having those understandings. So the author here, M. Master Mahasaya, he is writing him as one of the beloved disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. Religion. Occasions like this were a source of great happiness. That is, Surendra has invited him, Sri Ramakrishna, and a large number of devotees to a religious festival. Occasions like this were a source of great happiness and rejoicing to the Master's devotees. All festive occasion of celebration. Somebody is taking responsibility and doing, and hundreds of people are gathering. So to go there, to be amidst the devotees who talk about the realm transcendental, of the God in various aspects. What a beautiful thing to sing and dance in the name of God. The absolute purity emerging out, springing out from the heart. Purity, divinity, the calmness, all this great peace. When the devotees join, as if the peace is reigning, bliss is reigning, it occupies. He joined with the others in devotional music and in chanting of the God's names, frequently going into ecstasy. Sri Ramakrishna is attending to music and all this, singing the names and glories of God. Everything, everywhere he is there, and at the same time, now and then. A little suggestion is sufficient for him to enter into the transcendental, drop away this physical world and its awareness totally. Just like in moment how we leave this world and when we sleep. My bodily existence, I don't even remember there is a body. I enter a different dimension when I sleep. A world of dream. Beyond that, there is no dreamless deep sleep. But where is my body? Where is this world? World is dropped away. Body is also separated and unaware of the world and the body. How we enter? Like the same way he enters into the transcendental realm. The shrinkage of our external consciousness takes us to sleep. Expansion of our external consciousness takes us to the higher levels of consciousness, the samadhi. When samadhi deepens, we get savikalpa, then nirvikalpa. God with form and God without form. Nirguna nirakara, saguna sakara. Frequently into ecstasy, he poured out his entire soul in inspired talk, explaining the various phases of God consciousness. God consciousness. As we climb to higher levels of consciousness, a new world, new dimensions present, more happiness, more joy, less total freedom, no suffering, no bondage, but like fish swimming in the vast oceans, joyfully, without any limits, like a bird, eagle, flying high above the sky. It is moving about in its own freedom, gliding through the air. So like that will be the state, various levels of consciousness in each of the plane of existence. Bhu is where we are there. Bhuva, Swa, Maha, Jana, Tapa, Satyam. All these are higher levels of consciousness. The devotee stood in rows inside, a little behind. He poured out his entire soul in inspired talk, inspiring people, his talk, explaining the various phases of God consciousness. The impressions of such a festival lingered in the minds of all for many days. Whoever saw, met, went there, that hangover remains for long time. The intoxicated state as if of the devotees, of the festival, of the joy, of the free movement, freedom of the soul, because bindings of mind and heart are taken away. The devotee stood in rows inside a big hall of the garden house to hear the music sung by professional singers. The floor of the room was covered with a carpet over which was spread a white sheet, a few bolsters, pillows and cushions lay here and there. In those days, 1800s. Sri Ramakrishna was born in 1836. He left his body in 1886. 50 years he lived. Now it is 1884. Just 2 years more left for his final departure from this world. The Leela is going to end within a short time, 2-3 years. So that is the time. In those times you see what all arrangements. There is no electricity. Everything, lamps must be burning, lanterns must be burning here and there. Kerosene lamps, oil lamps, all this you will see everywhere lighted, because people coming, even the horse carriages will have lights on the sides, lighted by burning with oil, either kerosene or ordinary, these seeds what oil we take out, coconut oil and all these oils. Cushions were spread, bolsters were placed, pillows were there to sit and relax and listen. The musicians were singing the episodes of life of Sri Krishna, especially associated with his divine love for gopis of the Vrindavan. This was the theme which always appealed to the master and would throw him into the ecstatic states. Krishna is yet to enter into youth. When on the threshold of youth, he leaves Vrindavan, goes away. From his day of birth till his 11th year, he was in Vrindavan, and that pure, innocent love that can conquer any heart, and the purest thing in the world was given to these gopis. And everyone, before he could leave Vrindavan, everyone had lost the Deha Bhava. When the gopis used to come, only Radha was unaware of her own body. She is Videhi. She is not aware of her body at all. I have a body. She is only conscious of Krishna. That's why Krishna could freely love and play with her and make her my own as if. In fact, according to the philosophical and the Puranic understanding, one reality splits into two. One as Krishna and one as Radha. This is the basic principles of Hinduism. The Chaitanya and Chit Shakti. I am consciousness. Consciousness means I have always, consciousness is associated with three powers, Shaktis. One is power of cognition. I am conscious means I can understand, I can see, I am conscious. I can choose. Ichha Shakti, I can choose. Kriya Shakti, I can act. Jnana Shakti, I can cognize and understand. These three, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti, are always associated with consciousness. Consciousness is basis of existence. The whole creation is the Ichha Shakti of that Chaitanya. The consciousness and its power is what we call its power. I and my power. This power, my power. Like that Chaitanya, wherever Chaitanya is, it has its power. Whether it is cosmic level or in absolute. In absolute also, it projects universe, dissolves universe, projects. There is a Ichha behind in the at cosmic level. So these manifestations of God. Now here we see clearly how there is Ichha. First there was an ideation, and after that the ideation becomes the universe. I want to do something, I want to build a house. First I plan in my mind. Then whole universe, before it comes up, there is an idea. And that idea becomes the universe. So this, I am there, Shakti. There is an object, it is a power. Always, everything has power. Knife is there, power to cut. Pen is there, power to write. Mat is there, power to offer warmth and clean surface to sit. So everything, Shakti and Shiva. Adhara is Shiva. The power which can help, do, move is called Shakti. So this Shakti is there everywhere. And here the two aspects, in this one we call Purusha Prakriti in philosophy, especially Yoga and Vedanta. Purusha Prakriti we use the term. And in Purana, Shiva and Parvati, or Shiva and Shakti. So these various denominations use the different terms to explain the same thing. So here Radha represents the primal energy which manifests as the universe, which manifests as all jivas. And again, when everything is in the state of dissolution, dissolves, then whole thing merges back. All the powers get shrunken and merges back in the Chaitanya. Just like I have power to speak, move about, all these energies, all these Shaktis, all these powers merge in me when I sleep. So that is Radha. So inseparable part of Sri Krishna takes two separate projections. When we come to Sri Ramakrishna's life, we see the same way. Ramakrishna and Sharada. Ramakrishna's own power manifesting as a Divine Mother, as a mother of this world for all of us to experience. Similarly, Radha and Krishna, similarly Rama and Sita, we will look upon them as Chaitanya and Chit Shakti. All other gopis had but though they are very highly spiritualized states, because they are gods and goddesses who long to be with the Lord when He takes the incarnation, taking the various forms of gopis. That's how it is explained. And when they come with the body awareness, the love, transcendental love that Krishna pours upon them, washes down all the things, and finally we see they are all free from all the understanding or awareness of body. They clearly experience they are the Chaitanya, they are the spirit, not the body. Before Krishna leaves, He gives this clear experience that they are not bodies, they are spirit. That's why musicians were singing the episodes in the life of Sri Krishna, especially associated with His divine love. Divine love, what love we call divine? Where there is no touch of the bodily identity, where there is no touch of the vasanas, old tendencies associated with worldly enjoyments. Every love, divine love, is a sacrifice without expectations, without demands, without bodily awareness, without physical enjoyments. It is two spirits meeting each other, exchanging their spiritual identity, spiritual values, spiritual joy to each other. Divine love of the gopis of Vrindavan. This was the theme which always appealed to the master and would throw him into ecstatic moods. Krishna, God incarnate, lived the years of his boyhood in the Vrindavan as cowherd. He tended his cows on the green meadows along the bank of Jamuna and played his flute. The milkmaids could not resist the force of his divine attraction. At the sound of his flute, they would leave their household duties and go to the bank of the sacred river. Their love for Krishna destroyed their attachment to the worldly things. When Krishna is, anybody hearing in Vrindavan the flute of Krishna would immediately, they are holding something, would drop away from their hands. That how that attraction of Krishna, what a majestic personality was there in that little boy's heart to attract the jivas. Now, this is represented in Shakta's principles as Kleem Bija. Kleem is power of attraction. To what we can call in the material world as the gravity. Every two particles in this universe, big or small, heavy or light, they attract each other constantly. Because as the universe is expanding, there is a counter pull to go back. When you leave a pendulum, it is running down by gravity, but it acquires a momentum by which it cannot stop at that moment where it was at rest. It crosses and goes the other side, but it cannot go long. It comes back again and again. Each oscillation, it loses small energy, and finally it takes long time to come to the rest. This oscillation is going on. Similarly, we see sun and the planets. Planets are moving around the sun. They are not directed. The centripetal force of the sun's hold, gravitation, and the centrifugal force of the planets moving, running very fast. When it's running, it wants to skip and run away, flow away. But the gravitation is holding them. This holding by the sun, the every planet, that hold, that attraction which is compensating its running, centrifugal force, is called Kleem. Kleem is represented by Kleem. Similarly, all jivas are moving in this world here and there around God. And this God is holding every jiva through his attraction. But jiva's attraction for the world, his old tendencies, lives after lives, running after this world, is continuing to run and make him go round and round with centrifugal force. And still God is holding with the Kleem Bija, the gravity. The jiva will not go and perish. It is holding. And this Kleem is what we use to make ourselves go closer and closer to God. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.